Hey, what's up everybody, it's Plays here, back at it again with Gorn. Today we're doing custom mode. Here are some settings, and more settings, except we're going to change a few things around. We're going to throw on sort of flight mode, and we're also going to put on the Wolverine claws. Today is the flying Wolverine, not really challenge. It's not really a challenge, it was easy to do, but I don't know, man. This here was a challenge. I don't know why it took me so long to get over this gate. And I really wish I knew how to crop things out, because if I did, I would absolutely remove this and just make it seem like I seamlessly jumped over the fence, but I didn't. It took me a couple of tries. I haven't used sort of flight mode in quite a while, and I completely forgot how it works, so. Anyways, I eventually made it over, missed a swing, felt embarrassed, and had to take a small hop over. That was kind of embarrassing. Anyways, so yeah, the flying Wolverine, not really challenged. Now we're going to rip this guy in half, because it's always a fun thing to do. I'm not really going to do the same thing that I did with the sword, where everybody's head needs to be decapitated, but I'm going to try my hardest. Anyways, here comes another guy, without any weapon, who thinks he's going to deal with me. He can't. Excuse that voice crack. He can't, though, so he dies, and I try to throw him at the wall and spikes. I try to throw a couple of guys at spikes, but it doesn't work in any of the time, so don't get your hopes up. Try parrying that, and it doesn't work. You'll see later in the video, though, I am able to parry weapons with these, so it's fun. But, you know, of course, you need to be like, actually really close to do that. That guy totally should have hit me, but, you know, he didn't, so. And now I'm gonna eat his head, because it's delicious. That was tasty. Blood. Anyways. Anyways, here comes another guy. Boop, he's dead. That was cool. And I missed that guy completely, of course, because, well, I mean, you know, did you forget who you're watching? Anyways, again, with the spikes, of course, I didn't learn my lesson, and I won't learn my lesson the entirety of the video. Here comes a guy with the shields. If you watch any of my other Gorn videos except the first one, as I keep saying, you'll know I don't like shields. I hate them, and I think that if you use them, you're a complete wimp, and I don't like you, and you should go away. Again, totally should have parried that guy, but for some reason I didn't. I keep doing that where I cross my claws. I think that's something he did in the movies. I'm not too sure. I never watched them. All I know is that he's invincible, and he's got claws, and that's pretty much it. I know nothing else. Anyways, I get this guy's heart, and then I try to rip him in half. Rip him in half. Rip him in half. Rip him in half. Anyways, here comes another guy. After failure to rip that guy in half, I was kind of mad, so I started going on a wild killing spree, you know, as you do in Gorn. Then this guy appears with a shield, sending me into a blind rage and fury, and I decapitate him. Then I do this, so that was kind of cool, I guess. And then I throw him in the air, and take a shield, and we're gonna get rid of that, because shields kind of suck. And here comes another guy. He's dead. And then I rip him in half, and I'm actually successful this time, which is cool. And then I fly up, and I don't know why I did that. Kind of useless, but it was funny. Then there's that guy, off-screen kill, love it, you'll love to see it. Then there's this guy, just gonna kill him, because he's got a shield, and I don't like shields. Then I'm gonna rip his head off, because, you know, why not? We take those. Then I'm gonna try to pick it up, fail, get mad, and send into a blind rage when I see another guy with a shield. Why are there so many shield guys? I'm not exactly too sure, you know? Maybe it's just shield day and I'm just an idiot. Then, of course, we tried to throw that guy at the wall, and it didn't work, but that's fine. Oh, here comes another guy with, of course, a shield. Oh, and then here comes the Badgermancer, which is funny, because I'm a Wolverine and Badger. And Badger is kind of like a Wolverine, because they're like animals and stuff, and animals are kind of like other animals, you know? Like, I mean, like, a horse is kind of like a platypus, because, you know, they're both animals. And they're both living things that have a brain. I think platypuses have a brain. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check myself on that one. Anyways, here comes this guy. Badger's gonna fail to pounce at me, but that's okay. I taunted this guy, and he swings, and I parry finally. That was awesome. Anyway, here comes the Badger, and I just barely managed to get him off of me. Anyways, quickly, I feel like I should say, I have a friend, Galaxy, who you should go subscribe to. His link is going to be down in the comments. It's going to be added on from my Reddit and also the Twitter. So, it should be at the bottom of that, so just make sure you go check that out and give him a subscribe. He's pretty cool. And we're friends. Anyways, that guy's now dead. So let's get back into the actual Gorn stuff, I guess. This guy was a little bit difficult to hit because I tried tearing off his arms instead, but of course he was wearing the iron chest plate, so a little bit more difficult, and eventually I did get it, as you can see, but he died before I could get his head, so I got it now. Delicious. And then here comes another guy with an iron helmet, so he is going to be a little bit more difficult, is what I would say if I didn't kill him immediately. Thank you. But then, of course, you know, I wasn't a big fan of him, so I chopped off his chin. And then, of course, the spike wall throw, but of course, I didn't do anything, because I am bad at this. Then that guy said liberal, and that kind of freaked me out, so I killed him. Anyways, here comes a giant. I thought he was still alive, but apparently he was dead, because he sort of just... Well, you'll see in a sec, hold on. I grabbed this so I can maybe try and get him from afar, but then he just sort of poofs away, so... You know, there was that. Anyways, this guy's got a bow and arrow, and bow and arrows are really fun to use when you have the sort of flight mode or the hands-on. Of course, though, you know, don't forget who you're watching. So, you know, I wasn't really able to get any headshots or anything unless I was really close. But I did decapitate a giant, so that was always fun. And then I grabbed it, and I was merciful, so you can have it back. I'm a generous god. That's what I am. Anyways, all that was left of that guy was 2 eyeballs, so that was fun. Then here comes this guy with yet another shield. Again, shield day. Throw it at the spike wall. Doesn't do anything, of course. Then this guy comes over thinking that he can jump higher than me, which was very upsetting to me, of course, so I had to challenge him. And of course, I end up kicking his butt. Okay, well, he sort of kicked mine first, but then, of course, I get sent into a blind fury. Look at that, just everybody dead. Beautiful. And then, of course, the spike wall again, and I fail. And then, you know what? Let me take his head. Maybe I'll get it this time. Oh, no, I didn't. Of course I didn't, because I'm me. Anyways, here comes this guy with another helmet, of course. And then, you know, it's just... that was an awful attempt at trying to get his heart. And then I rip him in half. Rip him in half. Okay. Alright, good enough. There we go. He exploded. I think that will suffice for now, honestly. Then here comes this guy without any weapons, thinking that he could get me. Then here comes a giant with no armor. But he did have weapons, so at the very least he had that. I mean, you know, it's not as much as I could say for that other guy. But he did end up getting a hit on me, and almost killed me. And then I tore off his heart. And then I ate it. Delicious. And there's a couple more guys, obviously, because, you know, this is Gorn. You kill people, that's like the main objective, and then it's this. So that was awesome. Anyways, the Wolverine claws really do make for some awesome moments that you can, like, clip and stuff, but, you know. Anyways, here comes this guy, again, with no weapons. It must be either shield or no weapons day, because this is just, it's crazy. Then here comes another guy, and I rip him in half. And then I take his head. There we go. And this guy was trying to shield himself from above, but of course that didn't really work out for him. Then he died. He died. Spearman, gone in an instant, of course, because I got the Wolverine claws. Then his head, which I try to pick up. Good enough. Then another bow guy, which of course, you know, I'm going to steal his bow. I mean, come on, this is like, come on. But of course, don't forget, I can't hit with shots. But then of course there's another giant who's protecting himself from above. So I just take away his head, because you know what, whatever. And I lost all my arrows too, of course, because he got knocked into the void. And then I try again, and fail again to shoot the guy in the head. But that's okay, because I could just take off his head anyways. And then, of course, I try and throw him at the spike wall, and it looked like I was going to get that, but then, of course, I didn't. I told you not to get your hopes up. Then here comes that one sword champion who's being really obnoxious because he's got armor everywhere, making it extremely difficult for me to get in there. Then, of course, I'm going to try and throw him at the spike wall and fail. Then another shield guy comes, of course, and then another guy with a helmet, of course. But he gets split in half and thrown into the void, so it's all okay. And then this guy with a bow staff, who almost hit me and probably should have, but I was able to get him off me. and also get off one of his arms, and then kill him with my claws. If you haven't seen that already, I have claws. And then take off his head, because you know that's just what we do here. And then I did this. So there's that. And then anyway, this guy came over, and I really thought that was going to be the end of me, but apparently not. And then here comes a fully armored giant. I guess they're finally starting to gain a little bit of sense. And this guy hit me. And thankfully, I was able to get off of him. Break his armor a little bit, because I was just a tiny little bit salty about it. But then here comes a giant with another bow, which then falls into the void, so I can't grab it. And then his head does the thing. So, yeah, there's that, I guess. But then here comes this guy with a spear, but it's weird because he's kind of like that one champion, except his armor is so much better and so much more difficult to break. So I have a little bit of trouble, and then he kills me. So that's not fun at all, obviously. So anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. If you liked it, you know, you know what to do. Come on, you know what to do. And I'll see you all next week. Bye.